Hi, everybody. I'm Greg Fishel, and welcome to bonus weather video number 1 for this week. And over the years, I've gotten a lot of questions about the probability of precipitation. What does it actually mean? And there are many, many interpretations, and not all of them match the official definition. So I thought I would try and at least clear some things up today so that this phrase will have more meaning to you than perhaps it has up until this point in time. So let's take a look at one example here that I want to talk about. A probability of precipitation has nothing to do with intensity or coverage at any given point in time. For instance, you can have a 100% chance of rain today, but maybe it's just going to be drizzling the entire day. Just enough rain to measure 0.01 inches, okay? So it's not heavy rain, but it's enough to measure, and the chance is 100% that's going to happen, okay? Now, in terms of coverage, supposing you have a squall line that you have high confidence is going to move across the entire area before the day is over, but at any one given point in time, it may be raining across less than 10% of the area. So there's a 100% chance that during the entire day, eventually that squall line is going to get you, but at any one given point in time, the vast majority of people are not experiencing rain. Okay. The probability of precipitation has nothing to do with the duration of precipitation, and this is sort of an extension of the thing I just talked about, is that supposing you have this squall line that's moving rapidly across the area, it may rain for an hour, but if you have 14 hours of available daylight, that means you have 13 hours where it's not raining, and it's perfectly suitable for doing things outside. And so I would argue that people are more interested in the duration of precipitation on a given day than they are the probability of measurable rain occurring, because if it's a narrow squall line moving rapidly across the area, it may not rain all that terribly long. So the official definition of the probability of precipitation is the chance of 0.01 inches or more of liquid equivalent. And I say liquid equivalent because if it's snow, you have to make that conversion. But anyways, the chance of 0.01 inches or more of precipitation, which is barely enough to change the color of the pavement, okay, at any given point in a defined geographical region during a defined time period. So if you get up in the morning and you hear on radio or TV that there's a 30% chance of an afternoon thunderstorm today, that means there's a 3 in 10 chance at your particular point of getting a thunderstorm at some point between the hours of perhaps noon and 8 p.m. Okay, so it really doesn't tell you anything about the duration at all. It just means this is the chance during that 8-hour period of measurable rain occurring, and it only has to be 0.01 inches. Last thing I want to talk about is the severe weather risk levels and how they can be very misleading. The highest risk level that the Storm Prediction Center puts out is a high risk, and the definition of that is a 60% chance of a tornado, large hail, or damaging winds occurring within 25 miles of your location, which means that the chance of it happening over your particular location, your house, is infinitely less than that. However, here's the important point. There are such things as low probability, high impact events, which means that the chance of a tornado occurring over your house, even on a high risk day, is very small, but if it happens, you're screwed. I mean, you're in big trouble, okay? So my recommendation the whole time I've been in this business has been to follow this advice. If a tornado warning is issued for your area, go to your basement or your safe place, whatever it is, and if nothing happens, don't be mad, be thankful. Okay? And this is going to be the case in the vast majority of tornado warnings that you experience in your lifetime. Most of the time, nothing's going to happen over your house. But if it does, you need to be ready because you may not get another chance. Okay? So I just want to make you aware of the fact that even in a high risk, the chance of it coming to your house is small, but you still need to prepare like it's coming. And if it doesn't, again, don't be mad, be thankful. We wish that we were good enough in our science to be able to say, if you're at 322 North Main Street, you're going to get hit. But if you're at 332 North Main Street, you're fine, okay? Breaking news. We ain't that good, okay? And we ain't going to be that good anytime soon. I'll be 6 feet under before we ever have a chance of getting that level of detail in a severe weather forecast, okay? So we can't predict the weather down to your backyard when it comes to tornadoes and large hail and damaging winds and that type of thing. So always err on the side of caution. We're always going to have to overwarn. And again, If you go to your basement for 20 minutes and nothing happens, how much significant time have you really lost in your life? Okay, so I hope that's helpful, and hopefully it will mean more to you when you hear that phrase the next time. We'll have another bonus weather video coming up on this coming Friday. We'll see you then.